Alrighty, welcome YouTube. It's your boy, Jordan Dwayne John the Jackson. I'm back with another YouTube video. Oh, God's good, man. God is good. How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing well. If you're asking why I'm a little damp, you will say I've been doing push-ups. I'm not gonna fake it. When I tell you it's 3 o'clock, I cannot go to sleep, and I've been up since around 6 a.m. So I'm finna be up for like 24 hours pretty soon, but I just cannot go to sleep. I don't know what it is. So yeah, excuse me. What's new in my life? I just started working a new job. You know what I'm saying? I sell shoes, footwear. I work at Fit to Run. So, excuse me. So we did have grand opening today. I was the second top most seller behind like $10 or whatnot. I sold how much money did I end up selling for the first day? Let me double check. End up selling $533 worth of stuff. That's pretty decent. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Brooke. It was a lady in there named Brooke or whatnot who lovely lady who came in. She was a customer. I love her to death now. Shout out Brooke. What else is new in my life? I got something to show you guys. I'm very, very excited. Very, very excited. I'm gonna show you. I'm finna start taking creatine. Yes. If you thought I was on supplements or anything like that, no. This is my first time ever taking anything. I will say I did try pre-workout for about 2 weeks before. No, like 2 weeks before. A couple months back, I ain't really like it. But this kept popping up on TikTok or whatnot, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a try. Why not? I'm 19. I got a pretty good amount of muscle mass or whatnot as of right now, so that you can't say that I need a creatine to get big. But yeah, this is just gonna speed up my muscle recovery a lot faster because I have been hitting the gym like crazy and I have been sore. Anyway, let's talk about life. What is life? What is wealth? My definition. I hope my feet not dirty. I know my feet not dirty. I'm trolling. Right? I'm just joshing. But what is wealth? Wealth to me is being able to live freely, breathing every single day. God wakes us up every single day. So that's really true wealth. But there are wealthy people as well. People with money. People who don't have to worry about paying the bills and stuff like that. That's what I want me and you to get to. That's what I want me and you to get to. You know what I'm saying? To be able to take our people out to any country at any time, to not have to listen. Now we all have to listen to somebody. Every man has to listen to somebody. But we have more control over our life. That's what I want for me and you, right? And what I have learned is, in the most basic terms, it's just about providing value to the marketplace, right? I'm gonna give you a prime example, and this is something I try to teach my coworkers, right? Especially the ones who are younger. Mind you, I'm 19, but I view it like this. Here's my philosophy on it, right? Think about a company that you guys may be working at, whether you're working at FedEx, Amazon, a bank, or wherever you're working, right? Think about it like this. If you were to die today, as of right now, how fast are they able to replace you? Think about it. Say if I worked at Chick-fil-A and I was to die, get hit by a car, get sniped by, I don't know, Mr. Beast through the window. How fast will I be replaced? I'll let you know. The very, very next day. Not even the very, very same day. When I tell you my spot would be filled so fast. So that's why I say, why absolutely kill? I'm talking about kill yourself chasing somebody else's dream. Think about it. I'm working my tail off. Don't get me wrong. I am a huge, huge believer in the hard work, but I'm also a huge believer in the hard work on your improvement skills as well, right? But I put it like this. What I constantly see is a lot of people going to dead end jobs. They're killing themselves for somebody else's dream. Think about it. Somebody owned that job that you work at. In order for them to get that, they had to do a couple of things, right? They had to first come up with the idea. Two, make out a plan. Three, sacrifice and execute that plan, right? That is somebody else's dream that we are working. But what I want for us, I want us to have our own dream as well. So as much as you working harder on that job, I want you guys to be developing y'all skill sets so y'all can have your own stuff as well. See, the thing about life, not I know it sounds crazy. I'm 19, but at the same time, it's a maturity level. Wealthy people own a lot of stuff, whether that's businesses, stocks, ownership of land. Oh my gosh, when I tell you land is the most important thing ever because it never depreciates. The more you buy, the more scarce it becomes. You can't make up more land on earth, if that makes sense. So that's another thing. Guys, if you got money and you don't know what to spend it on, buy some land. They can never take that away from you, right? Well, they can, but you can't, right? But yeah, so get a skill set. Get a skill set. Start working at dead end jobs. What is a dead end job? Really, a dead end job is all about your mindset, right? No job is a dead end job because when I tell you, somebody without a job will want to be in your spot. But when you're working on that job, yes, you don't want to stay at that job, but be optimistic. The the money that you get from that job, what is it going to? Is it going to bills? Is it going to, don't get me wrong, everybody has bills, right? But not majority, but some of it is going to bills. And then what a lot of people with poor mindsets, they spend the remainder on having fun and a little bit in savings. When I tell you, if you continue to do that, you will remain poor. Yes, I know that I don't have all my things together just yet. But at the same time, a millionaire doesn't become a millionaire when he obtains $1 million. A millionaire becomes a millionaire when he has a millionaire mindset. Once he has a millionaire mindset, he will start to put things into action that will develop him into a millionaire, if that makes sense, right? So that's my philosophy right now. I'm not necessarily someone who has a lot of wealth as of yet, but at the same time, I am implementing their practices as of right now so that I can obtain that wealth, if that makes sense. So my advice is actually quite relevant into your life, right? So, like I said, do not spend all your money on just having fun and savings. Once you pay that bill, I'm gonna tell you the percentages of how it really should be, right? Because you got to think, sometimes we got to live below our means so we can have enough money to start our own stuff, right? So let's say we have 100%. We get our check, we have a 100%. Say if you get $1,000 check, right? Cool. Realistically and statistically, how it should really go is 30% go to bills, right? So now we have $70, not $70, 70% worth of capital, right? So I call this the 30-30-30-10 rule. What a lot of people do is I don't know, they don't even pay attention to their finances, right? But what is the 10% rule, Jordan Jackson? I'm gonna tell you, 30% goes to bill, 30% goes to savings, right? So now we got 40% of our check still. What is that other 30 going to go to? Investing. This is the most important step. You cannot outsave, I'm not flicking you guys out, but you cannot outsave inflation. But at the same time, it is very, very good to have kind of liquid money just in case, I don't know, your car break down, you have some type of emergency. That's why it's okay to have a little liquid emergency cash, a little liquid emergency funds. Realistically, you should have at least 3 to 6 months worth of rent saved up. That's what the savings is truly for, right? And then our other 30%, our last 30% is going to be for investing, right? So before I even talking about the investing portion, and then the last 10% is going to be for spending money. We have to have fun every once in a while. So that 10% of your check is going to be for spending. Like I said, I like bowling. I love bowling. That 10% of my check will probably go to bowling, right? So that makes up 100. Now, let's go back to that 30. You cannot outsave inflation. Our country, the dollar depreciates every single day. The more money that sits in your bank, the more money you are possibly losing. Lavelle Williams on YouTube, he taught me this. Each dollar that you have is like a soldier. We are truly working for soldiers, if that makes sense. Each dollar can potentially earn us more money. Think about it. Let's think about it in a war aspect and perspective of it, right? Say if I have a soldier, right? Either I can send him to war, possibly that soldier can die, but he can also, that's actually kind of cruel. Let me think of it more of a money wise, right? So I take that soldier, that $1 soldier can possibly make me more soldiers, right? That $1 can possibly make me more money. But if I take that soldier, the dollar bill, and just let it sit here beside me, sit in the bank, there's no way that soldier can make me more money. That money that we guys are like leaving in the bank, that bank is making money for themselves, if that makes sense. Yes, they give us a small percentage of interest, whether that's like 0.001 or something like that. You'll get what, a couple cents back, $2. You know what I'm saying? But why not send your soldier out to war so it can possibly make you more capital, more income? So that $1 I can invest in something and maybe get $4 back. That's why that investing part is the most important column there is out of the 30, 30, 30, 10. Because that soldier that we're going to send out, that dollar bill, you send it out, yes, you do have the risk of losing it. But at the same time, if you do it calculated, your percentages of actually getting more soldiers back, more money, is a lot higher. That's why I try to teach my young folk now. Because nobody really teaches them that. The school doesn't teach us that. You know what they teach us? They teach us put your money in a 401k, let let it build up for however long, which is, what I'm saying, that is a safe route. But about time you're 60, 65, you're old, you're retired and all that, you get all that money back. By that time, you really don't have much life left. You know what I'm saying? But the smarter way, which is a little more risky, but at the same time, you got one life to live. The smart way to do it is to sacrifice now, sacrifice the partying and all that good stuff, that extra spending, going to buy the PS5, them extra clothes and all that good stuff, and increasing our investing portion of our check, right? That's the most important part. See, let me tell you something about wealthy people. Wealthy people are very, very financially literate. They watch each and every single soldier that leaves their pocket. They have more assets than liability. This is very, very simple, but yet very, very hard. Jordan Jackson, what is an asset and what is a liability? I'll tell you what a liability is. This is straight out of Rich Dad Poor Dad. So if you don't take my word for it, go read Rich Dad Poor Dad and he'll tell you everything. Just in case I'm not credible enough. I mean, he's a billionaire, damn near. So he's a lot more, you know what I'm saying? But a liability is simply something that makes you lose money, something that depreciates over time, something that does not bring you back any money. A liability is a car, a house. Okay, You get what I'm saying? Those type of things. A liability are clothes that I buy, food that I buy. Those things usually don't bring me back any type of money. Now, of course, if you get a car and you, let's say, do rentals and stuff like that, okay, that would be considered an asset, right? But liability is basically something that you buy that does not generate you back no type of return of interest. It doesn't give you back no type of money back. You get what I'm saying? But what is an asset, Jordan Dwayne John Jackson? Why is that so important? An asset is something that you obtain that generates you money. For example, say if I was to own a business, I put a lot of money into it, right? But over time, that business is going to make me money. Liability, money goes out. Dang, what's the word called? Asset, money comes in my pocket. Liability, money goes out in my pocket. Asset, money comes into my pocket, right? So let me tell you what the wealthy people do. They obtain a lot of assets that generates them money per month. Usually they try to go for things that they don't have to sacrifice their time for. But they get all these assets. They sacrifice now. They buy all these assets. They have the money come in without them having to do much work so that it'll do two things. One, make the money. Two, free up time. Now that they have that freedom, now they can use all that capital extra that they get for the month. Now they can do whatever they want with it, whether that's travel, uh, buy them shoes, buy them clothes, have a luxurious life, have freedom. But in order for them to do that, they had to invest their money into an asset and actually, you know what I'm saying, live that life, right? But what a lot of us do, I'm saying us, but a lot of the poor mindset doesn't think like that. I need some water. Hold up. Jesus. But see, I'm gonna tell you, oh God, I'm gonna tell you what the poor mindset do, right? They have more liabilities than asset. That car note that you're paying every single month, that money is going out. You're never getting that money back. The bills that you have, you're never getting that money back. See, what the poor mindset do is instead of thinking what they're doing with this next check, how can this next check make me more money? How can the money that I get from this check, how can I obtain another asset? How can I start a business so I can generate me more money? Instead, what a lot of people do, and it might be some of you guys out there, it's okay, we're learning it now. What the poor mindset does, they think about that check and they instantly go to, okay, I got this money. What can I buy? What can I buy? What type of fun can I have? See, there's two types of people in the world. There's winners and there's losers. We have your buyers and we have your buyers or consumer. We have our producers and we have our consumers. Let's go back to the basics. Our consumers, I'm not flicking you guys off. I apologize. But our consumers consume, buy. That's a liability. They throw all their money up in the air and then they question where did it go, right? But the producer, this ties back into what do you give out to the marketplace. Let me tell you what the producer is going to do. The producer is going to look at the market, look at the target audience, and then they're going to produce something. Whether that's making a product, whether that's providing a service, they're going to give something to the community. They're going to provide value to the marketplace, right? And what does that happen, or what happens after that? The consumer buys whatever service or whatever the producer is selling. Now all that money is going to the producer, right? See, in order for us to get ahead in life, in order for us to be able to have actually time on our hands, we have to learn how to become the producer. But what a lot of people do is they don't think like that. See, we have been brainwashed, and I'm saying the poor mindset, we have been brainwashed on Get money, have fun. Get money, have fun. Don't sacrifice nothing. Have fun. But instead, we need to just be mindful of what we send our money to. Because we got to know how to think long term. See, right now, I am invested into stocks. All my money is into stocks. Each check I get, I put money to stocks, and I'm hold and saving money so I can't tell you too much what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, you know, so I can't be telling the devil my dreams and my passion, right? But just know that all my money, I'm using the 30 30 30 30 10 rule, which is 30% go to bills, 30% go to savings, and 30% go to investing, right? 10% go to whatchamacallit, fun and all that good stuff, right? But I use this rule. And another thing, if you don't have that much bills or whatever, good. You're living below your means. Now you can increase that investment portfolio to maybe 60%, 50%. That way you can generate yourself a lot more money. I challenge you guys. Try that out. Try it out for a year. You know what I'm saying? And then, yeah, let's see how drastic your life changed. Write down everything that you buy, and then you can kind of see where all your money is going. Be very, very mindful and conscious of where your money is going. That's your money. You worked hard for it. But at the same time, if you put your money at the right sources, if you send your money the right way, you can make more money and then you can have more time. One time in our life, not one time, but what we really should be chasing is freedom. You can get a lot of things back. You can get money back. You can get a house back. You can get a car back. But one thing you can never get back is time. Our main goal should be our main goal should be, how do I even put that? Our main goal, or my main goal, is to have as much time as possible to live out my life. But in order for me and you to do that, we have to obtain more assets than liability. We have to become very, very financially literate so that we can get our time back. You can't get your time back, but so that we can have our time to actually enjoy life. So that's what I challenge you guys. Um, yeah, if you really want to see a change in your life, I'm still trying to make a change in my life. I'm right with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no Bill Gates or nothing like that, but at the same time, it's important for us to implement those ideals and philosophies now so that we can become of that set person. I challenge you guys. But that's the talk for today. Loki, I made this video out of boredom. I can't go to sleep. So yeah, my name is Jordan Dwayne John Jackson. God is good. May God be with you guys. Make sure you guys pray before you go to sleep. Make sure you pray when you wake up, and make sure you give God thanks. Praise him in advance. But that's the video for today. God bless y'all. Peace.